Hey.
Keeping with the Resident Evil news, they're also announced that Resident Evil Infinite Darkness, it's a Netflix movie. It's coming out soon. It's completely
Mhm.
CGI animated and it looks pretty damn good. Danny, did you get to see the trailer at all?
Yeah,
How would you think?
it's a trailer. I mean, it's they didn't show too much in the trailer. It wasn't. It was more like a. I don't know. It was. I guess it teased the fact that they're gonna have other content about the story or the lore that maybe you didn't know. So I thought that was kind of interesting.
Hmm.
I guess that's what they're gonna be doing to fill it up. I mean, it is a series and it's gonna be however long, but ultimately, it just for me, it all depends when you actually watch it how it actually ties everything in to the games and how it combines it, does whatever it does. That's what's gonna matter most.
Yeah, that does matter most. I mean, I know it's a trailer, and some trailers they don't give you enough information or, uh, I guess enough detail to be hyped up with the game. But like in general, you happy that there's like this whole new franchise of Resident Evil movies and TV shows?
No, because for me, it's just they're beating a dead horse. I mean, I'm a dead horse, but just they're beating this into the ground. It's like
Yeah.
it's Resident Evil, everything, VR, games, this. I mean, it's three different fucking games coming out. I feel like between remakes and new ones. And then TV show, movies, this is it's way too much. I feel like they need to just focus on one aspect,
Hmm.
whether it be the game this year and then like a few years from now, then maybe put out a movie and then if you miss them, then like just slow it down a little bit. There's so much all at once.
Randy.
Yeah, I actually agree with that one. There is a lot going on. Because 8 just got like what 3 demos, and then you got the
Yeah.
fucking VR
Yeah.
announcement, and this
Yeah.
darkness thing, and yeah, they really got to
Like
slow
what
it down.
if they did just eight and the show to promote the game, it would make sense. Or a
Mhm.
movie, that would make sense, fine. But this and the VR and all this, it's like it's just way too much all at once.
They're basically
Oh,
pulling like a
Jesus.
Sonic, a whole Sega thing.
Yeah.
It's bright as F.
Kevin, now the spotlight's on you, literally.
Oh, hey, hi, hello. I'm excited. I love every time they throw out a CGI Resident Evil movie, even though like we're getting like right now we're getting a Resident Evil overload right now with reverses and the game and Resident Evil 4. Like I'm excited for the movie.
Mercenaries too.
Yeah, mercenary. Oh boy, mercenary.
Yeah.
The
Hi.
fuck? There's something else?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's an extra game mode in Resident Evil 8 that's going to come out with it, which is mercenary mode.
Okay. I thought you
So
meant like a whole different like fucking IP.
No.
It's like an arcadey
No.
shooter. It turns into pretty much.
Ooh, okay. That's good. I like that. But yeah, I'm excited for the movie. I always love when they throw these movies out. The trailer I enjoyed. It kind of gave me, I don't know if you guys played the game, but Resident Evil The Dark Side Chronicles for the Wii.
It was
Like the
a
way the
rail
character
shooter, wasn't it?
My God.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, it's not because it's a real shooter. It's because the way that they look gave me that feeling and I was like, "Oh,
Mm.
fine, I enjoy it." But yeah, good stuff. I'm excited for it. I'm going to watch it. Going to watch the shit out of it and I'm probably going to rewatch the movies before.
Surprisingly,
this
too, like this all came out because Capcom was, revealing a bunch of Resident Evil content, including Mercenaries, and for some reason they never announced the actual Resident Evil movie, like the actual theatrical movie. No trailer, no teaser, no talk about it, no nothing. And I already know that they wrapped filming because they posted it on Twitter that they wrapped filming. So I'm surprised that they didn't announce anything.
They it's one of those things that they just caught up with the hype of, well, they're trying to not care about the show so much because I feel like at this point if the show bombs, they still have the games to come out because like, oh,
Yep.
if Resident Evil 8 bombs, we have Resident Evil 4 on VR, and it's like they're trying to, I guess, prepare or preemptively prepare themselves for if one of the things bomb, they have something to cover for it, like Resident Evil 8 or the movie or 4 or Mercenary or Resident Evil Cuddle Time or some shit like that they have coming out. You know what I mean?
Is that the dating
That's for
sim?
8, right?
It's a dating sim. That's
No,
dating
see,
sim. Yeah.
I actually have a leaked screenshot as my picture for Cuddle Time.
Mhm. Oh, really?
Oh, really? Yeah, look at it.
I mean, that is true.
Who is
Like-
that hugging her? I
fuck
can't
me.
see that.
Here, I'll just send you the actual picture over
Okay.
text. Okay. That way we get a
Well,
live reaction.
while you're doing that, I'm gonna
Is
move on
that
to the
the
next.
that's the guy from Jurassic Park? No.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh,
Makes
okay.
sense.
He's
It's
doing
when
that
he
like
puts his head.
dinosaur. Yeah.
Yeah, when he against the Triceratops or whatever that was dying or sick or whatever.
Yeah.
Hold on
yeah,
before we
yeah.
move it. Hold on before we move into the article. Coco, do you have something to say about the game?
Silence.
I am
Exactly.
a fucking dog. We cannot talk.
There you go, guys.
hell?
She spoke. She spoke her mind.
One thing though that I actually am kind of like glad about, I guess, with the Infinite Darkness,
Mm-hmm.
it's more than 15 frames a second because Netflix has had some fucking animations that have looked horrid.
Mm-hmm. That is
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Have you seen their Cyborg 009?
No.
No.
Please,
Okay,
please
Kevin?
don't. Please don't. Don't
Dude,
mention that.
that runs at like fucking 10 frames a second. I hate it.
That was so. It was so dog shit. I'm sorry. It's so bad.
I just got to the intro and I was like, I can't do this. I can't watch this.
I watched the running scene and that was it because they
Maybe-
made a meme out of it.
Maybe Capcom kind of like put their foot into it and you know,
They were like, you
or-
are
or-
not gonna fuck us over.
Yeah,
right
yeah. So maybe they gave them the money or the resources or just made sure that it
Just
didn't
take
run
our
like shit.
team. That's it.
Yeah.
Do a good job. Do a good job. That's it.
Because their CG has been pretty fucking good for their animated movies.
Their movies, yeah.
Mhm, mhm.
Also, I feel like they haven't said anything about the live action because they've had a pretty fucking shit record for live action movies. So they'd
Ooh.
rather not Resident Evil.
Wouldn't you want to
Oh.
start the hype for something new though? Because you don't want it to like the old movie to overshadow this new thing.
How many Resident Evil movies have there been?
In total?
Five,
Yes.
5 or
Five.
6.
Five.
Like the live
with
action
only
ones?
one of those. Yes, with only one
Yeah.
of those being good, nobody wants to know about another fucking live action Resident Evil movie. I don't want to know about another fucking live action Resident Evil.
I
I want to be
do.
pleasantly
Unless
surprised.
they
If
said
anything,
they said they're remaking, unless they're saying they're redoing it, like starting over.
a Snyder cut, if anything.
No, there's no fucking Snyder cut. There's no 4 hours of that fucking crap movie, Mila. Anyway, but
Wait,
if they said they,
I just
if
wanted to
they
add.
said,
Were you guys talking about live action movies? In total, I think there's 6.
Yeah, 6. Okay.
Or-
I knew it was
yeah,
either
6.
5 or 6.
but if they said that they were gonna redo it and keep it true to the core where Jill and Barry were the main characters,
Mhm.
wouldn't you be more excited over that versus another
Mila flipping
bad-
over a giant zombie bat thingy, like
I mean, yeah, exactly. But I'm saying even it would be more excited if you heard the main character is the Jill. It was Barry, right? Was the main first one?
Chris and Jill,
Chris and Jill. Sorry, Barry was just one of the guys.
the
Anyway,
side character. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. If they told you Chris and Jill were the main characters of a movie and they were redoing it and bringing it back to its original, that'd be way more exciting than any animated film they can do.
Mm-hmm.
I
mean,
agree.
it's-
That's why I'm hyped for it because it has actual characters from the games.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's just hope. Oh, pardon me, that they actually do it right this time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
I guess-
I gave up with the live. I gave up with the live action movies. Honestly, I saw all of them and I was like, I'm over it.
That's also
Like-
that'd also be a thing. They do a good live action
Yeah.
movie. It doesn't have that
Yeah.
that big of a bar to really go over because
Now,
it's
but
dropped so far down.
Randy does make a good point though, still, because maybe it's not just, or maybe it's not the fact that they're worried about how the movie is going to be viewed because of the reputation of the old movies. Maybe they're scared because this movie is just as bad,
Mm.
and they're kind of avoiding it until the last month or
release.
something, let's say, before it releases or whatever. Like that kind of worries me too. There have been studios that have done that before, where they'll just wait on marketing because it might not work out so well.
No,
Even for
It could
games,
be.
they do that. Like, what is it? Square Enix with Left Alive, was it? You know, Left Alive, right?
Mm.
No.
No.
Mhm. Yeah.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
So that game came out what, like last year, 2 years ago?
No,
Something like that?
left alive. Give me 1 second. It's right now.
It's a really shitty Square Enix game that there was no like advertisement at all for it, and it kind of just came out under the radar.
Hmm.
I don't know about
Strange.
this at
Yeah,
all.
give it a look. It's pretty garbage.
It does look garbage, but yeah.
Left Alive came out 2 years ago, 2019.
Yeah.
February 28th. Yeah. Oh, I remember
Yeah,
this
that's pretty
game.
recent.
Uh-huh.
I remember
And
this
again,
game.
no
it being-
marketing.
I heard the premise of the story and I was like, oh, this sounds really, really fucking boring. Wow. I was like, wow, this sucks. And then I saw a review for it and I was like, everybody agreed that the game is very this and that. Opinions were subjective. Some opinions were subjective, but everybody agreed that the game was poor in its own right, and it was very stale and difficult for no reason, like in the worst ways.
It was difficult. It was difficult because the mechanics weren't really like fleshed out.
Mhm.
Like the stealth wasn't stealth. The stealth was like, hey, my toe is sticking out from behind cover, and
Shoot
then
him!
everyone's alerted.
Shoot him!
So it was Tenchu.
Yeah.
Don't you dare!
What time did I leave yesterday? Oh, I gotta have to text her later. Sorry, work was texting me. Anyways,
Excuse me, you're working right now.
yeah, I am
You're on the
working right
clock.
now. I'm working
You're
for
on the
free.
clock. Mm-hmm.
All right,
Yeah.
we're gonna move to the next article now.
Let's
This is an IGN article now. They're explaining that the Castlevania Netflix show, is going to be done after this coming fourth and final season, which is on May 13th. And they have said, this is on the article. It says, quote, Netflix Twitter account has announced the final season of Castlevania will arrive on May 13th. The streamer released a new teaser to go along with the announcement. However, this doesn't mean Castlevania will be leaving Netflix for good. Deadline reports a new series set in the same Castlevania universe is being planned. According to the report,
Symphony of the Night.
this new series will be set in the same universe but will focus on a new cast of characters. No other details have been reported. End quote. I don't think it'll be Symphony of the Night because they already had Alucard on there. So if they're doing a side story, they'll probably avoid him. But
Maybe.
but
But
anyways,
if you're gonna do a side story, they're gonna do a character that you know already.
possibly,
I honestly
yeah.
only watched.
There's a
I
hell of
really
a lot
only
of
watched the first season of.
Oh, you got to watch that
Yeah.
shit. There's not
I
as
know.
much action as you would think you would want in a Castlevania,
I know. That's
show,
why I saw when I saw the first one. That's
but
kind
the
of what I
story
thought.
is good. The story is really good. So did anybody else like the series? Did anybody see it? Kevin, Randy?
I actually didn't watch it.
I've never watched the show.
Oh God, you guys are missing out, man.
Listen,
it's really good. It's really good. It's really good story. There's just not a lot of action. But when the action
That's the
happens,
thing.
it's good.
Yeah, that's the thing that got me. It's one of those animes or shows or whatever that has potential to have so many cool scenes, but instead they'll have like one cool fight scene every like 3 episodes, maybe.
Yeah.
If that. And it has a lot of promise and premise, and it's because they're so storyline driven because of the way the video and the way it works. But I don't know.
I mean, to be fair,
It wasn't
Castlevania is
my
pretty
favorite.
story-driven.
Say again, Randy.
Yeah,
So Castlevania is pretty story driven.
Mhm.
Yeah, it
Like
is.
there is actually like a whole lot to the world.
yeah.
I guess it's kind
Yeah.
of like their chance to just like add more to it and like flesh it out.
Mhm.
Which is why, like, I'm sure, like Danny said, they're gonna have a lot of new characters because there's a ton of lore and a ton of characters from different titles. It doesn't have to focus on Alucard and Belmont at all.
Mm.
Yeah, no,
Uh,
because they do have like Order of Ecclesia, fucking Aria of Sorrows,
yeah,
all that shit.
yeah, you got a lot of stuff, and I think those people aren't even Belmonts. Those DS games, I think a lot of them were like side characters and stuff that you play with. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
yeah. So here's a question for you. Aside from talking about that, since clearly you guys haven't seen it, so there's not much talking about the show. But as a side question, is there a game you would like to have the same treatment as Castlevania? Danny.
Metal Gear.
Ah, that's cool. An animated series?
Yeah, because I mean it's kind of so far fetched, and then granted towards the last season, oh, it just like the game to get weird, but still,
Yeah.
I think Kojima, could really put what he wants into
He
it
does
and
love
make
his
it like,
movies. He could do a good show.
Oh,
I
best
mean,
fucking ever.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, a lot of that, like one of the what was it, Medical 4?
Yeah.
What was the last one that came out?
5.
So I think it was 4. The end was the ending where he's in the fucking vent burning to death, and
Yeah,
it's
trying to
like so
stop the
dramatic,
whatever. Yeah.
Like that last scene was for like an hour long,
Yeah.
after you beat the boss, and it was really dramatic, and I feel like they could make a whole series like that, and they have all this sneaking around, and part of it,
Yeah.
but not obviously like the game, but like
That's a good one. That
and
is a good
then
one.
wait,
Kevin,
that might-
Do you
what
actually?
about you?
Hold on, let me ask him real quick. Do you
Yeah.
actually know the action that's coming out?
The what?
The live action Metal Gear.
Yeah, the
yeah.
guy from Star Wars is Snake.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but
Metal-
Danny.
Metal Gear.
What was the question? I'm sorry.
That if you're aware of the live action Metal Gear that's coming out.
Yeah, but the problem is here's the problem that I have with movies that are based off games like this, is that movies can only do so much, whereas in a show
You could flesh
you
things
can
out
tell,
more.
you can really tell a story. You can really get some in depth, and I think a game like that has way more than just 2 hours. And I think that's going to be part of the problem. I mean, granted, if you just do the first one,
Yeah, no,
maybe you can get
it's
away with
only
it,
gonna
but
be, Shadow Moses, I think.
yeah, but like in a full series, I think you can get behind Big Boss. You can do the whole backstory. You can do a whole lot, like in the flashbacks and stuff like that, and it would be the story be told proper almost. But I am excited for the movie. Though. I am excited for the original for the live action movie. I think it'll be great. I think seeing Revolver Ocelot is going to be badass.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll see.
Kevin, you got an idea for a show?
Yeah, but they already made it. So I was gonna say the world ends with you, and they already made an anime for it. So I was like, damn it, I can't get anything I want.
Yeah, that's good.
But if I can think of one, no, I don't think I can, because every game that I've played, they already did the idea of making it into a show or something, except for not trying to tickle his fancy, but Kingdom Hearts, I don't think they made a show off of it.
I don't think I would like that, honestly.
Yeah, so it's like, if to think of one, not really. I don't think there is a game that I've played that I would want to show out of.
I agree with it. What's his name? Randy.
Oh, Jesus, dude.
Every week.
No, last week was Randall.
Oh, Randall.
Don't start this shit.
I'm just stating the facts. That's all it is.
But Kingdom Hearts would make a horrible TV show or
yeah.
movie because part of the beauty of the game is the RPG element and playing it and all that BS stuff. But having just him go to play with fucking, it would be there's no way to make that as adult as not adult, but as fun as we like it, like our level, like we can see the gratitude in the Final Fantasy aspect, like the mix, you can feel it. But just no way to do that in a show, because it'll have to be all cartoony, or just it won't work. So it'll be all kiddie. So he'll be playing with fucking Ariel and fucking Belle, and he'll be like, "This is stupid. Why are we watching this?"
I'll tell you exactly what it would be. House of Mouse.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
House of Mouse. Yeah, exactly what it would be.
Definitely.
So, Randy, that would be your choice, I would assume.
Kingdom Hearts? God no, hell no.
No. What would yours be then?
I literally just fucking saw it, and I was looking at it on my fucking Steam thing, and I totally forgot what it was because like Kevin said Kingdom Hearts, and I was like, what? No, and it like knocked out of my fucking brain.
Hmm.
Um, shit. Hold on, let me.
Okay. So I'll throw one out that I actually played and I enjoyed a bit. The story of it. I think they can do it, and it's very easy. Way of the Samurai would be a very good game that they can make a show and or movie out of.
Wait.
I'll-
I feel like
Samurai. Can you
I
remember
feel
what
like
that was?
every samurai movie is based off of that.
The Way of the Samurai,
Right.
right?
What was Way of the
Here's
Samurai?
what
It is a PS2 game that you are basically a samurai and
What?
well,
No shit.
yeah, I know it's so fucking easy. It's literally you create a character.
So was it like an easy or not easy? It really sounds so familiar. Wasn't it like Ghost of Tsushima, but more like linear?
Oh, there we go.
Oh, it's on Steam. Well, time to go to the store and
I
add
was
that to
trying
my
to remember.
cart.
I'm pretty sure we played that, right, Danny?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see.
I made like
Right.
4 different birds of that stupid game.
Well, so for my answer, I'm just gonna go to my answer because, or we're gonna be short on time.
Yeah.
Legend of Zelda.
Ooh.
Legend of Zelda.
Oh,
like
yeah.
hell
Yeah,
yeah.
They
we
scrapped
could do
it,
that.
didn't they?
They scrapped the idea. They should bring that shit back. Like I would have been so down for 10 years of a fucking TV show. There's so much like lore, and they can touch on every single franchise. He could be reincarnated every single like season to a new story, pretty much. Like it rates itself.
No, we'll
Hold
be good.
hold on. I got you with something right now. Ready?
Uh.
Ready? I'm gonna blow your fucking mind. Doctor Who.
What? Oh, like
You
Doctor
basically
Who?
you basically just explained Doctor Who.
Yeah, that's a good point.
No, but I get what he's. I love
Yeah.
Doctor Who. But I get what he is saying now. Like,
Oh yeah,
and
no, definitely.
you do a new season, and then it'd be like the Breath of the Wild type of animation, or
Yeah.
the world itself. Where it's way different from Majora's Mask or whatever it is, or even having a crazy Majora's Mask season where it's that Groundhog Day season.
Oh, that'd
And
be a
just
fucking
imagine
nightmare.
you can also change the art style.
Not even
the
an
same
episode
way,
or two.
You can change the art style every season or so, and every now and then. Like just imagine like one season is just like Wind Waker, and then the other season is a little bit more realistic, and then another season.
And then
it's a
another
little
one
more,
is like the CDI.
like oh god, it plays like
Wow.
South Park. It's all just side,
Oh.
just like that's so bad.
Actually, we're gonna talk about. I was actually gonna talk about that later because that was the community question of
Yeah.
worst games, and I was
Okay.
like, that's on my top, but it's not the top because I played a few. But when looking, I was like, fuck, I remember playing this and being excited about this. But
Yeah. Okay.
So I got the game
Okay.
Deus Ex.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that's a good
I don't know
sci-fi,
much about the storyline.
sci-fi
of Deus Ex
steam,
stuff.
not cyberpunkish type of story. Okay,
Yeah.
kind of
'Cause
like
basically it's just like
Go ahead.
Ghost in the Shell.
I was gonna say more like I guess Ghost in the Shell is a better comparison because I was gonna say like Blade Runner.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh wow. Yeah. It would be
Yeah, I never
interesting
seen
though.
Blade
'cause
Runner
it's
either.
like, oh, haven't? Oh wow.
Wait,
Yeah,
wait.
I
before-
wanted when the remake came out or the sequel, I wanted to watch the original, and I just never did.
What was it?
It's long and very it's a slow fuse.
That's
It's a
what
slow
everybody.
burn.
That's what everybody says. Yeah.
Yeah.
Would Splinter Cell be a good game to movie or show? Or am
Maybe
I
a
just-
movie.
It'd be
Not
like
really a
it'd be like
show.
a fake James.
Ask
It
yourself-
can't.
ask
It'd be like a
yourself this.
fake James Bond. Everybody would just compare it to James Bond or something.
Which
I
is
don't think it
why
would really work,
which is why
'cause-
a movie would work because it'll be a good action stealth movie, but like as a show, there's not much to flesh out as a show.
Mhm.
But also ask yourself,
Yeah.
was Hitman a good movie adaptation?
Hell no.
No.
No, it's a bald
No,
head
it's
shooting
So
people.
would Splinter Cell work? Because they're very similar, if anything. Just that
Yeah, I
Hitman
agree.
is more like
Well, Sam
Hitman isn't
Fisher
in the
is
shadows.
Sam Fisher has been made more of a character than Agent 47. Like he he has very little backstory. In fact, he literally has no history aside from when he was like quote unquote created as a hitman. Whereas Fisher has his entire time
They
in the
have a whole
military up
backstory,
until
but
he
they have
becomes
a
a
whole
Splinter Cell.
backstory with Agent 47. I mean,
Yeah,
the whole concept of
Okay.
Agent 47 is that he doesn't know who he is and he's trying to figure it out. A
right.
whole born identity type thing, you know? I mean, there is more story with that. With Sam Fisher, there is. I
And
don't
with
feel like
that,
there's
that's
much story
Jason
with Sam
Bourne. That's
Fisher.
the Bourne trilogy right there.
Oh,
Yes,
Jesus
it's very
Christ.
true.
and
It's very
there's your
true. That
Splinter
is.
Cell too.
But
Because
Splinter
if
Cell, I
you're
feel like
talking
that
about
character doesn't really hit. That Sam Fisher
No.
doesn't really have that much of a
Sam Fisher
character. I mean,
appeals more to me than Hitman does.
because now he's like all buff and dad looking as opposed to how he was before.
yeah,
Sam Fisher,
Yeah, he had that beard going on. He has a salt and pepper hair.
I guess.
yeah. Now he looks like fucking Metal
But
Gear
so
Snake.
I was just gonna say that actually the thing is with that is that it wouldn't be a good idea because he would be too close of a comparison to Snake when the Metal Gear movie comes out.
No.
What was it though? You saying like his military history and whatnot before he like ended up becoming Splinter Cell. That would be interesting, like an origin story. But I don't know. I don't think that it would really work at all.
No, I don't. I
Because
agree.
Yeah.
even
I don't
then,
feel
like
what.
the games that did kind of quote unquote flesh him out, they didn't really do anything in like a smart way. Because one of them is literally just like Sam Fisher's fucking off in some island doing his own thing, and then he literally gets bothered by the terrorist organization. The only person that could stop them, they're just like, "Hey, what if? Hear me out. We riled up the only fucking guy that could ever oppose us."
Boom, terrorists.
So it's like that's not really character development. It's just, hey, let's just get him out of retirement for fucking shiggles, you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that wasn't just that though, because he also had a connection with his daughter, and his daughter played a good part of two games on in the series as well. Like I think one of them was she was freaking kidnapped or she was involved in some way, and another one he just wanted to make time for his daughter, and he had to come out of retirement because they needed him. So like he has some struggles with being like a single dad, basically trying to like stay connected to his daughter. So it has some human aspects, you know what I mean? With Hitman, it's just he fucking kills people, and that's what he's born and bred to do. And
You got Mr. Clean running around shooting people. Let's just call it what it is. It's Mr. Clean.
Mr.
You know
Clean,
what
yeah.
you know what the world fucking needs? HBO, hear me out. A Kane and Lynch series.
That would be good.
Dude,
That'd be good.
the game is not that great, but the dynamic and
Far
story
from
of
it.
Kane and Lynch, hell yeah. Yeah.
It's better off as a show.
Yeah, I agree. Kane and Lynch would rock as a TV show.
King and Lynch 2022, HBO. The ball's in your
HBO, come
court.
on.
Yeah.